Alrighty, let's go. There we go. See if anybody pops in. Got a few things to work on here. I am kind of amusingly planning on remaking all 3 sets that I made on the stream on Wednesday for various reasons. I'll walk through them. Like they turned out nice, but not necessarily exactly what I wanted. So, or you know what the person that they're for wanted. Oh gosh, just a second. I'm trying to move my stuff around so I can actually see my video. There we go. All right, so on Wednesday we made 3 different sets of dice. There's 4 here, I know. There's the story there. The first set, I believe, was these ones. They were blue and black, glow in the dark, with some gold and a couple butterflies. So there's a few things we want to change on there. I'll walk through that. We made, these are the ones that we made on, thanks for the comment on my face paint. I forgot that it was Halloween until like last night. I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna wear? I'm wearing my sweater because it's cold in the basement, but I do also have my fun vest and ruffly shirt, but that's just something I'd wear normally. Anyways, I'm gonna probably just kind of remake the 3 sets of dice that I made on Wednesday. They all turned out, but they didn't necessarily, there's a few things I want to tweak on them. And I was looking at yours, and let's see, there's the gold that just kind of gets washed out by the blue a little bit. And the blue's just kind of dark with the black. And also the black didn't swirl enough for my taste. So we're gonna make the blue a little bit lighter. I'm gonna put the gold on with the black. And maybe add a few more butterflies than just the couple that's on there. And then there was these kind of spacey ones, and I'm kind of torn on these a little bit, and I'll show you why on the next set. I made this set with the blues and the purples and the black, and I didn't really like how they turned out because all of the big glitter fell to one side, which I should have thought about that happening, but I'm like, no, that doesn't work for me with all of the big glitter on one side. I want there to be glitter on the other side. The next set, I just didn't include the big glitter. I added some different small glitter. I wasn't thinking about it, and all of the glitter fell to the side again. I can fix this, I'm pretty sure. But you can see the D12 super sparkly on that side. Not very sparkly at all on that side. But I think I can fix part of that just by waiting until the resin is a little bit more gooey. Because I did these on their own. So I'll do the other 2 sets first and then move over to this one when it's a little bit more thicker and the glitter shouldn't sink as much. But that does lead me to, do I want to remake the partial D20? I think I'm going to. Because the plan for these ones, oh, I was like, why does it look like there's so many? It's because there's this one here too. The plan is to have a little bunny rabbit in this D20. And I think I want it to match the rest. So let me just pop out the partial D20 that's in here. If I can get it out. Where did I set my tweezers? Where did I set my tweezers? Oh no. I kind of moved everything around so that it was off camera. But I swear I just had my tweezers here. Where did those go? Where did my tweezers go? There we go. There's the piece of a D20. So I'll fill that up a little bit. Like I did the other ones. And then the final ones, I really like how these turned out. Not quite what I was going for necessarily. The goal was to have kind of blue and purple waves on sort of one side that then has the clear above it. And because of the way I poured it, it got more of a watercolor effect. Oh, little focus, come on. It likes to focus. So they turned out pretty. They look really blue on stream, but there's some really pretty purple in these too. Oh, there you can kind of see it in the D4, or D8, I mean. But they look kind of watercolory and not so much like waves. So I'm going to use the same colors. I'm going to add more of the iridescent flakes this time because there needs to be more iridescent flakes. Always more iridescent flakes. And I'm going to add the clear resin more gently than I did last time, and that should hopefully make it so that it doesn't displace the blue and the purple. Because I just poured it in last time, which made it so that it moved the blue and the purple up onto the sides, which isn't where I want it. So I'm going to use a pipette and just pipe it in there. So, plans. A plan of attack. Let me think here. I think I want to do these first. I'm going to work on yours first, Teacup Beta, because I think that'll make it easiest to swirl the black and the blue. And then I'm going to work on these, because I want these to be last so that I have, it's more viscous when I do that one. So, oh, let's see. There's a couple things I'm going to have to set up for all of these, so let's do that. Oh boy, I've got a whole bunch of dice. I have so many dice. Let me find a thing for these. I'm just going to put these in a little container for now. You do anything fun for Halloween, Teacup? This is one face up. Okay, this is going to be the one for these dice. Oh, there's my tweezers. I set them over here. So I'm going to try something a little bit different. I kind of expect, because I'll have to sand down this face a little bit probably to get it flush, so it'll probably end up not having a ton of gold on it, but we're gonna try and brush some of the gold onto this side because it's gonna have the black, and then a little bit on the inside so it kind of fades into the blue. I don't need it to be even, but I do want it to be flat so that I don't get air bubbles or anything. Cluster of, yeah. Oh man, I am so happy that I am done with my degree. That's part of the reason that I've been making dice, not because of my degree, but I quit my job. I had a desk job for 5 years. I quit my job back about a year ago. It was back in about a year ago in October, so that I could go back to school full time and finish my degree. Because I had 3 classes left, couldn't get it worked in with my work schedule, and so I finished in May, which, as you can tell, is kind of an interesting time period. But it definitely has made looking for work a little weird. Luckily, I'm fine because I did have a desk job for 5 years, so I'm doing well on that regard. But I'm very lucky, and I know it. But I'm so glad to be done with school. Not that I don't like learning, but it's just a lot of work. Oh, come on, you don't want to stick. What are you going to school for? If you don't mind my asking. I have a very generic science degree. And a minor in fine art. Hey, I'm using my minor. There we go. I'll just use that as an excuse for this particular career path. This piece seems thicker than the others. I'm going to set that over there. Doesn't want to stick as well. But no, like I said, I forgot that it was Halloween until last night when I was running around going, oh no, what am I gonna do? What do I want to wear? Because I will jump on any opportunity to dress up. I love dressing up, costumes and stuff. My plan last night was I was making I was trying to use liquid latex to make some fake eyes with like googly eyes. School's a decent. Oh, etymology. Entomology. Etymology is words, isn't it? Entomology is bugs, right? Oh, bugs, right. You said that it would help if I actually read to the end of the sentence. That is really cool. Bugs are really interesting. There's just so many of them. There's so many. I've been really into mushrooms lately, but I think that's more of an aesthetic thing than too much of an interest in them scientifically. No, I have, my degree is general science with a primary focus in mathematics and a secondary focus in applied technology. Yeah, exactly. Freaks used to cosplay and there's candy and spooks. I don't really like being scared, but I do like the macabre, so it definitely works for me there. Okay, I kind of want to put as much gold on this face as possible because it's gonna get sanded off, a lot of it. And that seems like a thick piece as well. I'm not gonna use that. You might be the only one in the chat tonight. I have some friends that will usually stop by on Wednesday, but I've only recently started streaming on Saturday and they tend to be busy. Let's add some more of this to the D10s. Do you do a lot of cosplay or costuming in general? It's been a while since I've done much cosplay. I've gone to Emerald City Comic Con a couple years, but that was a while ago. Mycology is such a weird field. Like, yeah, it's weird. Bugs are cool. Exactly. Shrooms are to plants as the fair folk are to people. I think that's why I like them, because I've always enjoyed fae stuff too. I was talking to my brother the other night because I'm like, I really want to do some sort of like narrative podcast. That sounds really fun because I've been doing a voice acting class via Zoom. And I'm like, this is fun. Don't know when I'm going to use it. And we were talking the other night, ideas, and one of them was someone, I don't know what they're looking for, but they're out in the woods and they come across like a cafe at like a crossroads, and they stop there for a bit, and then they wander off to go continue on their way, and they just keep ending up back at the cafe. They just can't leave the cafe. And it took me a minute because we were talking about it, and then I was like, oh, they ate food offered to them by the Fae. Of course they can't leave. It's a cafe run by the Fae, of course. That's like a rule or something. But yeah, mushrooms are so weird because they aren't plants. I feel like they get lumped in with plants a lot, but they're not. And it's just, they're just so, they're so weird. I think that's why I like them. Alright, just a second here. Oh yeah, that's fair. I don't do a lot of like super cool cosplay, but I do the sort of thing where I'll go to a thrift store and find pieces that are pretty close to what I want and put them all together. But yes, I do have a cosplay that I want to work on. But I'm kind of working on organizing my craft space. It's kind of a mess at the moment. That corner over there is eventually going to have a sewing machine set up in it. You can see the sewing machine right there at the moment, because I moved it off of a table that's right next to me that I've set up for sanding. But there we go. But no, I have plans for a Molly Mock costume. I've got pieces of it figured out, but there's shirt and the pants I need to make because I want them to be a certain way. That is part of the reason I like going to conventions, though, because I like seeing how people are dressed up. Oh, let's see. No, actually, I went with some friends. I went to UW for a couple of years over in Seattle, and we had a Doctor Who club there while I attended that was run by some friends, and I ended up on the leadership for that at one point. I'm not caught up on Doctor Who at all, but I ended up, in the leadership for that, and so we all dressed up as like classic Doctor Who Time Lords. They'd have like these big collars and stuff. That was fun. Our collars were just cardboard that we cut into a shape that we could then form into the right shape, and then we spray painted them. I've done you can use cardboard for a surprising amount of things, like costume wise. I made a costume. I'm not caught up on that either. There's a webcomic called The Property of Hate, and there's a character that has a TV for a head. I made a costume of that at one point. Made the TV out of cardboard. Alright, again, I don't feel too bad adding a bunch of gold here because I know that a lot of it's going to get sanded off. And I'm going to try adding a little bit to the actual black as well, probably. It's stuck. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the newest Doctor, and I do want to check her out because I've heard good things, but I'm not sure where to watch it anymore. I'm trying to remember where I watched it before, and I don't remember. I might have been pirating it. I don't know if I could say that on Twitch. Oh, yes! Hey! It's funny that you know what I'm talking about. It was years ago, I think, because I still live with my parents. I made a negative RGB costume. I should pull that thing back out. I wanted to make an actual costume of him too, but I never got around to it. I'll have to try and find some photos of that. I don't know where I have those. Yeah, it's been so long since I've read any of that webcomic, and I really should, because I love how it's drawn. Like, it has such good dynamic pose. Like, there's so much movement in all of the character poses and everything. And it's just, oh no, I dropped my paintbrush. I just love how dynamic all of the pages are. All of the images just look like they're full of movement, and I am very impressed by that. But yeah, I have no idea where the story's at the moment. But that is funny that you know the webcam comic I'm talking about. There's so many of them out there. Ah, come on. So I'm just trying to, I'm putting a little bit of gold just kind of along the edges here so that it will kind of blend into the blue, if you can see. And like I said, I think a bit of it's going to get sanded off just because, yeah, yeah. Oh, getting a TV. I think I posted a how-to on the TV head that I built out of cardboard on Tumblr at one point. I'll look and see if I can find that. If not, I think I have the TV head and I can give you some measurements, take some pictures if you're interested in that. Because yeah, the more the merrier on that sort of thing. I love other people doing costumes. It's fun. Oh, I just realized that I don't have this in a spot where you can see it. That's super useful. Oops. I think one of the most fun things about that costume is that I had it so that it looked like the hat was actually floating. Got into it like a year ago. Such a neat story. Yeah! I'm definitely curious what his deal is, because he definitely has like an old-time movie star kind of vibe. And like I said, I am not caught up at all. Yeah, I'm not caught up on it at all. I want to know what his deal is. So I don't know if any of that's been answered. Sounds like maybe not, but I've been following Mod Mad, the author and illustrator of that, for a while. It's weird. We seem to end up, a lot of the same, being fans of similar things. Me and the author of that, just judging by the other things they post, art they post. Because, let's see, they were into Steam Powered Giraffe for a while there, which I've not listened to in a long time. They've been doing lots of DuckTales stuff recently, which I'm a fan of. Something else, I can't remember what it was. Something else that, it's always kind of funny. Just a little bit of gold. I should go back and start reading that again, though. I've been meaning to, and then I forget. I'll think about it and be like, oh yeah, I should go back and read that, and then I'll forget that I said that. It's like how I forget what's in the fridge. I'm like, oh, we have grapes? It's like, yes, we have grapes. Oh, I don't know if we might have had grapes in the fridge now I'm thinking about it, and they might be bad now. I don't know. Oh, that's weird. This is like a thicker piece. There's like a couple pieces in here that just feel thicker. That's not. The thing about the D20 is that the opening here is kind of small. I've been enjoying making commissions. It's been nice. I enjoy the like collaborative. Careful not to spoil others' spin hints. I've been debating getting into DuckTales because yeah, there's yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I end up getting into things too. I'm like, Oh, that looks interesting. What's that? I feel like, yeah, no, DuckTales is really good. It's I mean, it's a cartoon, so it's definitely aimed towards kids, but there's a lot of character stuff, which is what I enjoy. Like, it's not, there is actual character development. The characters don't remain static, like, which I think is modern cartoons do that a lot more than old cartoons. A lot of old cartoons, it was a monster of the week, and you know, people would learn a lesson in the episode, and then it wouldn't change anything. But there's actual character development, which I enjoy watching. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit more gold in the D20. Oops. This piece might be a little thick. And cool, there's been hints. All right. Yeah, I need to get back and read that. It was so good, and I don't know how I ended up stopping reading it. Probably I got caught up and then I forgot about it while I was waiting for an update. That's something I would do. I will definitely jump interests quickly if I run out of content for one. Just temporarily. I tend to get fixated on one piece of media at a time, and that changes depending on what it is. Extinctions, made by Windy Cube. It's Dragon, so you're legally obligated to enjoy it. I think you can find a lot of DuckTales on YouTube if you just type in like DuckTales Season 1, that sort of thing. And in Extinction, are all of the characters dragons? Or is there just dragons in the world? Either way, it's fun, but I'm just curious. I'll have to look it up. Well, actually, I'm gonna add that to my planner so that I remember. I'll make a note for Sunday, because that's my next day off. And making a note to look up the property of hate again, too. Look up. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. That might have been when I forgot to I forgot to start back up when it started back up. Okay, let me Extinction by Windy Cube. Hey, how are you doing? We're talking about webcomics at the moment. We discovered that we both enjoy one of the same ones, and even though I haven't read it in a long time, I'm good. I'm taking the opportunity. Yeah, I don't know. It's Halloween, so I'm excited that I get to dress up and get away with it. I like dressing up. I didn't dress it. I mean, obviously, I'm in my house sweater. Your partner read some of those? Yeah, I mean, webcomics are one of those ones where there's lots of options out there, but, you know, if you're not a big fan of comics, then that's fine. Extinction is kind of like people that turn into dragons, or maybe dragons that are people? It's not super clear. Okay, only like a chapter in... Oh, I have read Lore Olympus, too. I've always liked Greek mythology, though. I was one of those kids that grew up... Why is my phone buzzing? Just a second. I think this is something from my family. You have a ton of comics. Okay, I'll get back to that. You like comics? To be fair, there's something about like physical things. Like I like physical books and stuff. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I read a lot more on my phone than I do physical books. If you like Greek mythology, it's good. It depends on probably why you like webcomics. Like, it definitely has some heavier topics, but it also is fun when you know some Greek mythology, because it definitely touches on some of those classic stories. At the same time, the art style is pretty, but it's very one note in my opinion. I do like it. I was actually reading the update for that right before this stream, because it popped up that there was an update. But yeah. What sort of comics do you like to read? Incredible? Like superhero stuff, or is there other, I guess a lot of comics are superhero stuff, but there's other ones too. You have a favorite series to read? I got into Daredevil for a while there because I watched the first season of the show, and then I went and read some of the comics. Comics are daunting though, because I feel like a lot of the like superhero ones and those, there's so many and it's so difficult to know where to start. I need some more in here. So, for you who have just joined us, what I'm doing is remaking. I did 3 sets of dice on Wednesday on Twitch, and I'm remaking them all. X-Men, Spider-Man, Campfire graphic novels. Which are graphic novels? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like the idea of graphic novels. Twisted Tales from Disney too. That sounds familiar, but I can't think of the which are the Twisted Tales. That's fun though. I like Spider-Man. I haven't really read a lot of Spider-Man, but I feel like he's kind of young and snarky, which is just kind of fun. He's actually young. Well, I guess depending on which one you're in. Yeah, but what we're working on. Oh, that's fun. The story never happened, or if it went wrong. You have the villains. Oh, see, that's fun. I like stuff like that. So, anyways, what I'm doing here is I'm remaking the sets that I made on Wednesday. The one I'm working on right now, and it definitely looks different to these, is these. There's a few reasons. The black didn't swirl nearly as much as I wanted. It's hard to see because of how dark the blue is. The gold that's on the inside turned kind of greenish because there's the blue in the way. And they don't glow as well as I would have liked. Let me see if I can get these to glow. No. Wait a second here. one young guy fighting against a load of bad guys. Yeah, so that's fun. He's kind of you get a root for the underdog sort of thing. Just sitting here. They look like they glow okay. Part of that is because I put a lot of light on them. But if you look at, like, this was just sitting off to the side. These were all the way over here and then glow pretty well. So I want to give it a little bit more glow. Is that the powder? Nope, that's not the powder. Oh yeah, see the powder that it goes with it's all the way over here is glowing. Let me just turn the light back on. Turned up Spider-Man's cool too. Oh, that's fun. There's all sorts of well, see that's fun because you have your options then too. You can like you can like Spider-Man, but there's also different iterations you can choose from to like. Oh, but the gold here, these dice are for favorite villain is Mysterio. Which one's Mysterio? Oh, favorite villain? Oh gosh, I don't read a lot of comics, to be honest. Oh man, I don't know. He wears a fishbowl, like on his head. There's illusions. See, that's fun. I like the kind of magic-y ones. Oh, but the gold. These are actually for Teacup Beta, who at least was in the chat. I think is in the chat. And we decided that instead of having the gold inside the blue, which kind of looks oceany because it turns it kind of greenish with the blue in front of it, we're gonna put it in the black section and put it on the outside so that it doesn't have blue in between and make it look green. And I'm adding a lot, even though we don't necessarily want a ton on there, because this is the side that's going to need to get sanded. So I want there to be enough there that once I sand it, there's still a little bit poking through. Hopefully. That's the idea anyways. Mysterio sounds like a supervillain that I would enjoy. I like those magic-y ones. I feel like a lot of them have good flair. I don't know. I feel like I've said before that if I were to become a supervillain, I'd do it just for like the giggles. I would just do it for fun. I wouldn't have some big... I'd be one of those supervillains. And I feel like those are the ones that have the most fun being dramatic. Because that's what they're doing it for, is to be dramatic. Alright. You do anything fun for Halloween, Incredible? Oh wait, you're in the UK. Do you celebrate Halloween? I don't know what holidays. At least over here in the US it's Halloween. Ooh, pumpkin pie. Oh, I like a good pumpkin pie. Good homemade pumpkin pie. You do? I'm like, I don't know. What's Boxing Day? I don't know. I mean, I know it's the day after Christmas, but Pumpkin pie. I do like a good pumpkin pie. My mom makes really good pie. I shouldn't make much this year. And actually, we have like apple crisp in the fridge right now that my brother made. I live with my brother, or my brother lives with me, I guess. American style pie, which we would call a tart. Yeah, it is kind of a tart. Wait, what is a pie then? Is that a different thing than a tart? Like, is it an actual? Oh, I guess you have meat pies, right? Because it has crust on the top. Hi, Tink. How are you doing? Oh, okay. So I think that's kind of what I was saying, that a pie has a top crust. So like a center pastry, lid, no meat or fruit center. Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. I do like a good pie. I love tarts too, though. Like, give me a good fruit tart. My brother has made some beautiful fruit tarts before, with all sorts of different kinds of fruit that he like spiraled out so that it was all even and different colors. I love fruit tarts. I just like custards too. Give me any sort of custard. Pudding, flan, creme brulee. You know, I say I don't like your mother, the chef in the house. Any baking you're impressed by. Yeah, my brother does a lot of cooking and baking. He's pretty good at both of those things. He's a lot more detail oriented than I am. And he actually enjoys it. I don't have the patience for cooking. I mean, I can cook. I just prefer not to. And he's a good cook, so it works out. Ooh, creme brulee. I love creme brulee. Waiting for the next trick-or-treater. We set a bowl of candy outside. We divided it up into, so like 4 pieces in little plastic bags so that it's nice and safe for people. If they stop by and get candy, they can just grab it out of the bowl on the porch and it's all individually wrapped. Did you dress up, Tink? I am obviously not super dressed up. I have my weird eyes on my face, but oof, 200-pound fines. That's a big fine. Yeah, I mean, I think that restrictions are a little lax here, to be honest. I don't see why people are going out to eat and that sort of thing. But, you know, America. And at the same time, like I said, I put candy out there because I still expect people to walk around. We have a lot of, they've increased the fines. Yeah. To be fair, I feel like, depending on how you do it, it can be pretty okay. Like I said, I put a bowl of candy outside because we have a lot of neighborhood kids. But I'm not going to go answer the door or anything. But yeah, it does seem like a bit of a safety concern to be walking from house to house and interacting with so many people. Yeah. Trying to help out my parents and grandparents where I can, so I'm just avoiding everybody else that I can. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather not be the weak link, get my parents or my grandparents sick. Or me sick, but I'm more worried about them. But I think some places are doing better than others. I think we've gone up in cases recently. speaking of happier things, if you didn't dress up this year, what do you think you want to dress up for maybe next year or something? That's how we got on the topic of webcomics. We were talking about cosplay, because that's fun. I have a... Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like it is not fun to have. Last year you dressed as a witch. What did I think I was dressed in almost the same thing that I'm wearing today last year. Except that I was a vampire. I think I had my long jacket on last year. Because I went and saw a Rocky Horror Picture Show with some friends in the theater. I don't think that was on Halloween, but that was kind of the big Halloween thing. What did I... Or maybe I think that was for Rocky Horror Picture Show, and then for actual Halloween, I might have been like a cowboy. A few years ago, you went to Cinderella. That was fun. Let's see, I did a witch one year. Did a cowboy I might have been a cowboy last year. I mean, I dress like a vampire every day, so... Not every day. Sometimes I dress like a 50-year-old male professor, but... That's my vibe. That's my goal in life. I want to be like that. That's a Luke. I'm not knocking it. It's how I dress. I want to be that person that people aren't quite sure if I'm immortal or not. I feel like that's the most fun. Like, I wanna look like I've done lots of fun, interesting things. I want to also do a lot of fun, interesting things. But, gotcha. Zachary. Go as a character of yours, either D&D or otherwise. That'd be cool. Man, I miss D&D. I think I mostly miss it because I like social things. Okay, we've got our gold there. Alright, so there's that. Oh wait, this is the same one. I'm also adding blue butterflies to this, I forgot. I don't know what OFF is. Because I don't know who Zachary is. Is it a TV show, video game? No, there's another piece here. Alright, let me... Just a second here. Some of my foil's moving around. Don't want that. It might peel away from the sides a little bit as I pour in, but that's fine. I just want it to be mostly in there. Hey, it is a mood. I am... I mean... Both of those are a mood. I enjoy having a somewhat androgynous style, or somewhat fluid style, I suppose. I love being able to switch between like a ball gown and bow ties. I wear a lot of bow ties. Probably more gender fluid than anything. You were shooketh. That's just funny. I don't know why that makes me crack up. I feel like I'm kind of getting to a place where I feel more confident looking like myself again. I think I was pretty confident in it when I lived over in Seattle. But it's been, I was super depressed for a while there. Short horror game made by a French creator. It's free. It's a good game. Okay. Item merchant who breaks the fourth wall. Oh, that's fun. That's a lot of fun. I don't play a lot of video games. My brother plays a lot more, but I'll have to look it up. I like watching Let's Plays and that sort of thing. Oh, right, I was adding these. Little horror game. Ah. We're gonna add little butterflies in here. Little blue butterflies. Is it called off, or is OFF a does that stand for something? Oh, both Teacup Beta and Incredible, your names show up as the same color on my chat. So I totally thought I was just talking to one of you. Nah, it's a stylistic choice with it being in all caps. And yeah, I can see that. Dungarees and a crop top or jumper. Heck yeah, you go, girl. But it's fun to have a. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Beta. I was just a little confused for a moment there, but I think that one's on me. Let's put this one here next to this one. We're adding more butterflies this time. So there's a couple sides that don't have any, but most of them have one or two. Oh, is it the same showing up as the same color for you as well? I didn't know that you could pick colors, to be honest. I kind of assumed it was just like auto chosen. Because if I can pick colors, awesome, because I think I keep showing up as brown. Wait, let me see. Let me see what happens if I type in the chat. Oops. I'm like yellow to me. Oh, just a second here. Oh, but personal style is one of those things. I was talking to some friends. Yeah, okay, so I am showing up as yellow or mustardish to you as well. That's also what I show up to myself. Interesting. Oh, no, but I was saying to a couple of friends yesterday via Zoom that, because I was saying, what should I do with my hair next? Because I've progressively gotten shorter and shorter, and it's getting long. Oh gosh, so much hair. It's getting longer again, and I kind of want to cut it. Because I had it really long, then I cut it to like jaw length. Oh, hey, cool. You can change it. No, it changed for me. It's a lighter blue. It's a lighter blue for me. Maybe it didn't change for you? Oh, okay. Oh gosh, so much hair. I'm shedding so much. It's a very interesting color for coffee, but it's also a very pretty color. I like that color. Yeah, but I don't know what I want to do with my hair next. Because I had it long, and then I went to like jaw length, and then I went to like cheekbone length, and then I did like an undercut where it was a little bit longer on top, and I dyed it purple. That was fun. I think that's the profile picture on my Etsy shop actually, for the seller. And now it's gotten. I went back to like cheekbone length because I think I feel like that's the most me almost, is when it's cheekbone length. But hair's fun because you can change it. I don't know what I want to do next. What should I'm about to say an undercut. I enjoyed the undercut. The undercut was fun. I think if I did it again, I would have it leave it a little bit longer on top because it was fairly. Wasn't super short, but it wasn't super long. Because then I could tie it back still. I think that's my problem with long hair is that once it gets to a certain length, I don't like having it in my face. So I just wear it in a ponytail all the time. And that's just, what's the fun in that? What's the point of having it long if I'm just going to wear it in a ponytail every day? Maybe I'll dye it again too. That was fun. Let's change. I don't want them all facing the same direction. Oh no, we're gonna go back to the direction it was facing. So I'm trying to put butterflies in here. I'm putting a few more than I did last time. I'm remaking these dice. Oh, they just look black on my camera. They're so dark. Why is this seems like it's very dark. That's weird. You can see how bright I have it. Why is it so dark? Why are you so dark, camera? Huh. Weird. I don't know why it's doing that. What was I saying? I got distracted by my camera being dark. Oh, there's two there. Hair! Thank you. Yeah. So, I was kind of holding off on hair until I figured out what I was gonna do for a living. Because I figured it would be somewhat dependent on dress codes. I didn't think I should probably go to a job interview with bright purple hair, even though bright purple hair is fun. Depending on where I went to a job interview. Let's put one of these on the top. Put one over here. No, not on there. I don't want to put this. I need to put it in a spot that it'll fit. There we go. Put one there. Mohawk. Oh man, I wonder if I could pull that off. I kind of half joked at one point that I was just going to shave my head because I was getting progressively shorter. So, I don't know if that would suit me though. I don't think it would. Put one down. Ah, no, come back here. It staticked away from me. Let's see if I can show you some of the, let's see if it'll focus. It never likes to focus. Come on, you can do it. I know you can. Hey, focus. Hey, you're purple now. Man, I should choose mine, or change mine from the weird yellow color that it is. It doesn't want to show. You can kind of see the, where'd it go? The blue ones in there. I added 2 on one side, 1 on the other. Yeah, I don't know if it's this webcam or what, but it never wants to, it decides to focus. See, it decides to focus close up just randomly. Maybe I'll do some research. The blurry blue blobs look good. Blurry blue blobs. Hey, that's fun to say. One. Bunch over there. Want the kind of uneven. Is there any up this direction? That's that one. That's good. Come on. Ah! That one just flung across the table. Want me to pick it up? I just had dinner, but I'm kind of hungry again. Might have to go eat more yams after I finish streaming. Will that fit there? It will fit there. It's just kind of tucked into a corner there. It's free! Was it you that was talking about streaming, possibly streaming arts and crafts, Incredible at one point? I feel like you were the one that was saying your partner was trying to convince you to do that. Or was it your partner? I can't remember. One of you was, I thought. Oh, okay, that was Tails. I was gonna ask what kind of art. Do you do any sort of arts and crafts as well? Oh no, that was 2 butterflies. It was masquerading as 1 butterfly. There we go. Two. Man, I just love arts and crafts in general. I like singing, I like acting, I like making dice, I like painting. I'm better at painting than drawing, which I feel like seems contradictory, but it's not. Use one over here. Oh, 3D print, cool. Photoshop, a lot of art and designs using geometric shapes. Oh, well, I find that impressive. Writing is impressive to me. I have lots of ideas, but being able to translate those into longer ideas, I guess, is just impressive. So many more butterflies. Probably not that many, but. Oops. Something you've always been good at? That's nice. It feels really nice to have something that you're good at. I feel like it's healthy to do something that's fun but you're not good at too. That's why I've been doing a voice acting course, because I'm not great at it. Wrote a 6-page. Awesome. 6-page backstory. Man, yeah. I am the sort of backstory person for D&D characters where I've kind of broken it down I do best with bullet points. That's the thing. Because I'm good at coming up with lots of little ideas. I'm bad at structuring them. I don't know if that's an ADHD thing or what, but so like for D&D characters, I've found that for me to make a good D&D character, I need like, and this is just for me, I need a concrete goal, so like something that they are physically working towards, like finding a person, a specific person, going to a certain location, killing someone, a very specific goal that they will know when it's done. Some sort of flaw, something that it might also be an asset, but is like let's see, I had a character that was super hedonistic, which could be a flaw. I have another character that's super paladin that's very overconfident. I literally on my character sheet I had written down personality traits: confident, flaw, overconfident. She's really fun to play though, because she just goes, "Oh yes, onwards, let's go to do that thing." And then I always find it fun to have some sort of secret for my character. Like my hedonistic character always carried around a pitcher of cheap wine, had a pet snake that would refill it because they had a DM skill that's really good for character arcs and development. Sure, can you send that in the chat? If you have a link or something, go for it. I'm assuming you're not going to send us viruses or anything, so. Oh, cool. Let me see if I can. Open link in new tab. Cool. I'll have that for later then. It's like $3. I'll check it out. But those are the things I found that really help me make some sort of strong character choice with the characters. Put one there. Call it good on that, I think. If I can get it in. I can't get it in. It's sticking to the wrong thing. Alright. So you do a lot of writing, so do you do a lot of DMing, Incredible? I realize those don't have to go together, but I'm just curious, because I feel like DMing requires a lot of story structuring like that. Did a fair bit. Yeah, I feel like I might be better at DMing now than I used to be. I think I understand it a little bit better. Just kind of how to do it. But I also tend to, oh, that was module stuff. You know, I've only recently started doing module stuff because, I mean, I guess maybe my dad was doing modules and I didn't know, but he used to just like draw up dungeon maps on graph paper. Oh, he didn't give you any info on a lot of extra things you're supposed to make up. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like making your own world is part of the fun. So, but I got invited to join a group and we're going through Strahd. It's on hold at the moment. Yeah, I think, quite honestly, that's my problem too, is I struggle to make things up on the spot. Part of it's just because I can't think, and, like, I just get like, oh no, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I think, kind of strangely, this voice acting class that I'm taking might help with that. Because I feel like I've become a lot more confident in just picking a choice and going with it. Because you can't really waffle, or it's just going to be boring. You've got to be like, okay, the character is probably angry that this just that something's happened right now. I'm going with it. You're working on a D&D campaign right now. That's fun. I do kind of want to write like a campaign that takes place in the Outer Planes. I bet there's a module for that already, but I feel like that would be fun. That's just a whole bunch of plane hopping. Because then you have all of the different plane effects and stuff too. I did draw up a whole world at one point too. I have all the maps and everything. I could do that. Over here. There's so many more butterflies than the last set. Ah! Oh no, they're trying to fly away. It's so hard to see into the D20. Fly like the butterfly, butterfly. Okay. Work on a board. Work your way up and everything's random. I spent the past 2 days. What do you mean work on a board? That's fun though with the random dice rolls and that sort of stuff. My brother's really good at making D&D settings. I think he has some trouble being confident with his decisions on the... Oh, a boat! That makes more sense. So it's a bunch of sailors. Was it you who was it that was talking about all the sailor characters that they were making? Was that you? Someone I was talking to was talking about how they had like... They were making a whole bunch of player characters that were all then gonna meet up. That was you? Okay. Is that for the same game? Since it's gonna be a whole bunch of sailors? Sorry, I have it up on my face because there's a brush hair in here. This is probably gonna be a long stream. Hope you guys don't feel like you have to hang out the whole time if you don't want to. Alright, I think that's enough butterflies. Let me make sure I have some up on the top here. I think let me add one that's closer to the black part. Ah, get back here. There we go. Might make them part of the universe. They could be on a different boat. That'd be kind of funny. If you just randomly run into them. Alright. Oh, there's a lot more on that side. I'm going to add one more over here. No, where'd it go? The cereal. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Cereal sounds good. I just ate. I don't know why I'm hungry again. I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, this is seeming a lot more like a complex color project, but that's fine. I'm not bothered by it. I was thinking of, I have it broken up into 4 different things at the moment, but I think I'm just going to break it up into 3. So, to be fair, I'm having fun. Like I said, I'm enjoying the commissions because I enjoy the sort of collaborative process. I feel like I work best bouncing ideas off of people, so I've been getting to do that, which is fun. Alright, so there's that set up. That's for this set, which I can always do. I have all my pieces for that over here. That's all. There's all these pieces. Done with the gold for now. But yeah, I'm having fun. I just enjoy making dice, so it works out for me. Okay, this one's gonna be this one. Alright, let's see, which ones What do you want to do next? Oh, well, I'll go down the line. And what is it? It's 8, 6, 7, 8. Just a second, let me check something. I started making some molds. Oh, yeah, that's probably cured. I started making some molds earlier. And I should be starting to... This is honestly very satisfying. That just peels right off. And I am doing it a little bit differently. I made individual molds for all of the different numbers, which I think it's going to be a fun time trying to tell them apart. But I think that'll be nice because then if one of them gets kind of scratched up and stuff, I can retire it but keep using the others, and then just make the ones that I need. Also, I think I could probably fit more in at a time, maybe? I don't know. I'll see on that one. Okay. Now I've been distracted by peeling silicone off of this popsicle stick. Here's the fun one. Let's see if it's ready to go. Yeah. Let's see if I can angle this. It's right out. Aha. That's so satisfying to me. I'll probably cut this up into little pieces and I can use it as filler later. I made a bit of an investment. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's the simplest idea. It makes the most sense. I probably should have thought of that. Oh, yeah, do I have a marker pen here? Do I have a Sharpie? Oh, I do have a Sharpie. Speaking of, let me do that to this one that's right here. Maybe I should do I'll do some sort of symbol or something as well. Oh, if it'll stick to the silicone. Doesn't want to write on the silicone. Oh, maybe that's because this pen's dying? I think that's because this pen is dying. Well, silver Sharpie, I guess. I don't have a black one here. Actually, that might stick better. And I'm gonna say, and I'm going to put an X here and an X here, just so that hopefully I can remember that those go together. And I have it marked as 20. Silver is extra anyways. It's just fancy. I have it marked as 20 up because I have the 20 face up. I'm gonna have a mix of ones with the higher numbers up and ones with the lower numbers up. Because depending on what I want to do, different things are better. Like for this one, I like having the lower numbers at the bottom because I want the black to be, or the higher numbers at the bottom, I mean, because I want the black to be with the lower numbers and the blue that I'm swirling it into to be with the higher numbers. Like glitter and stuff tends to sink to the bottom, so I want, if I'm going to be doing a set that I want all the glitter kind of on one side, it would make sense for me to have the lower numbers on the bottom. Alright, so I mentioned it before, but I'm remaking these dice and they turned out pretty. They look very blue to you guys, but there's purple in there too. Oh hey, they'd actually, oh sure. Sure, I see how it is. Find them for a second and then go back to looking at my other hand. But, because of the way I added the clear, and I do think these are pretty, because of the way I added the clear, it displaced the blue and the purple, and we wanted waves on the bottom, so I just need to add the clear more gently. So this one, don't have a lot to do on this one. Oops, keyboard. Colors are good. I reached out to the person that they're for. They're happy on the colors. I do want more iridescent flakes because I don't think there's enough in there. There's never enough iridescent flakes. So let me just put a bunch. Oops. The cat hair. Oh, the cat hair's on the outside. Those tweezers just sank right into those iridescent flakes. That was kind of funny. We're just gonna have a whole bunch. I want these things to be sparkly. Oh, that's the other thing. So I got, I mentioned it to the person that ordered these, and they were like, yeah, that sounds cool. I got those glow-in-the-dark pigments recently, partially because Teacup Beta was talking about glow-in-the-dark things, and partially because I just wanted glow-in-the-dark pigments, and it was a good excuse. And I need to pick out what color glow I want. Lost in the sauce. So these are kind of blue and purple. Just a second, let me charge these up and I'll show you some options here. Get these to glow. Oh, I guess this is an option too. This is the one that I'm... show you the blue I'm doing with the butterflies as well. Alright, so here's the blue that we're going to be doing with the butterfly. Oh, I really shouldn't tilt it because it makes it so it's not glowing because it's on the top. The blue we're going to be doing with the butterflies. These two are kind of a teal color. They look more blue. I wonder if I can... Hey, the color's better here. But it's more of a teal color. I don't know if it's any better. They're both kind of tealy. And then white, and then there's kind of like a pink, which is pretty. These are both pink. This one is more of an orangey pink, and this one's kind of a warmer pink. But I want to figure out which one I want to use to go with these. So there was 2 blues, white, 2 pinks. Could do this blue, but I think I'm using that for that. I do also have blue purple, but it doesn't glow very well, which is unfortunate. If I put it under this light, it'll glow just fine, the UV light. But if I just hold like a flashlight over it, it doesn't glow at all. Just kind of strange. Any thoughts on the different colors? They're going to be blue and purple, so I'm leaning towards probably one of the blues. Probably not the pinks. But my other thought was just doing the white, which might be interesting. These are kind of tealy. I might end up going with the same blue. I think I might end up going with the same blue as the ones for this dice, because these ones are a little bit more teal than that one, which is a little bit more of a true blue, which is kind of what's in here as well. I do like the tealy blue colors here, and they wouldn't necessarily... To be fair, the thing is I could go with a different color and then it would just glow a different color than it is, which could be fun. That gives kind of a ghostly effect. Yeah, the goal for these is kind of like Astral Sea sort of things. Mix the dyes right. Lighter, darker blue. Oh yeah, no, these will honestly probably end up the same color. This is just going to be the color that it glows for the most part. Yeah, I think I might go with the same blue. I think it matches the best. Although it might be fun if it glows a different color than it is. That could be kind of fun. I think the pink ones might discolor it a little bit. But like, this one looks light, but it's a kind of a teal color, which is kind of fun. That might be fun too. Aqua. Because I don't think it would discolor the resin at all, and then you'd glow. Teal. I think yeah, let's go teal. Let's go that teal. And that's the brighter teal. Yeah, I like the Northern Lights. Okay, let me grab some things here. Why is my finger dusty? Do I have, are my fingers gonna glow teal now too? Oh, I've been shaking it around, of course. And I think I shouldn't need a ton, just because this is only going to be in part of the dice, Aurora Borealis. I think it spells something like that. Oh, awesome! I'm so glad you can make it. We were just talking about these dice. Because you're the one that ordered the Astral Sea ones, right? Man, I should have waited a minute because we were just talking about what glow-in-the-dark colors we should use. Here, just a second. I'll let you choose. Let me show you. Let me show you some options. So, they look more blue here, but they're very, let's see if I can. They're very blue and purple, like in the pictures I sent you. I have a few different glow-in-the-dark colors. This is kind of a tealy aqua. Just a second. So the thing is, I can kind of make them glow whatever color you want. They don't have to glow in the same color that the pigment is. Some of them will discolor it a little bit. The ones that have a stronger color here. So here, let me show you options. I'm glad you could make it. Let me charge these up. I'll just pull out the whole shebang. Yeah, I have this one too, but it just doesn't glow well in general. Oh yeah, I definitely spilled stuff. There's dust all over the... Yeah, I glow green or something now. Alright. So, things might look a little off, color-wise. This is kind of a light blue. I'm planning on doing this in, I made these other dice. They don't glow enough, but I'm going to do more. These two, they look pretty blue here, but they're actually, let's see if I can show them. Ah! Oh no, I'm dropping it. So, show it here. They're more tealy, which I like. Got some pinks. White might be fun. It's a little basic. I also have like oranges and greens and stuff, which might be fun to have it glow a different color. Oh, hey, you know what? The makeup on my face is kind of fun in the dark. Could be fun to have it glow a different color than the dice are. I was leaning towards kind of the aqua blue green, just because it's different, but it matches the vibes. But yeah, there's options. This one's blue purple. It's pretty, but it doesn't really glow all that well, so it's gonna go over here. It makes me sad. I wish it glowed more, because I would have used that one. Let me turn the lights back on. Tealy aqua. Oh, perfect. That was what we were kind of going with. So I'll stick with that. It works out because I already added some to one of these containers. I would have had to make some more other things. Oh no. Oh wait. Where'd the one go? Sky blue. Okay. There's the one for this. Okay, just a second here. There is like glow-in-the-dark powder on here now, and it's all grainy, and I do not like it. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam. I am. Okay. Iridescent, flaky, glowing pigment. Exactly. Everything. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Uh-oh, wait, which face should I make an emote? The one with the eyes, or just me looking weird? Okay, I'm gonna add that to both of these, I think. Okay, that should be plenty, I think. I don't remember what I was doing. I'll have to go back and look. I can't remember what I'm doing from one moment to the next. You expect me to pay attention to my own actions? Okay, put in the aqua. All right, got those. We're gonna add more, just in case. I feel like it's gonna be hard for me to go overboard on these, so we'll just attempt to go overboard and see how it goes. I don't know how to make emotes. I don't know if I can make emotes. Is that a thing I can do? Do I have to be like an affiliate or something to do that? I don't know how Twitch works. Alright, there's those. And then the last set, I think a couple of you weren't here at the beginning. I'll go through my spiel again about what's going on. So I made, okay, there's two sets here. I'll show you the difference. So I made these sets on stream last time, and I like the colors, but I used a big chunky glitter and it all fell to the bottom of the mold because I wasn't thinking about it. So it's all on one side. Didn't really like that. So I remade them with, just a second here, let me throw those ones over here. Okay, I remade them with a smaller glitter. Smaller, did I say that correctly? Smaller glitter. And I like that a lot more, but it's still kind of sunk to the one side. So there's not a lot on the other side. And I did send a picture of these to the person that ordered them. This is the one that's gonna have a little tiny bunny rabbit in it that I made. Let me pull that guy over here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. But a little tiny bunny rabbit. There he is. Made him out of polymer clay. He's gonna be in the D20. Yeah, anyways, I like the colors. The colors are nice, but like a lot of the glitter just fell to one side. And I think it kind of bothers me. I don't know if it would bother the person that's getting them, but it bothers me. So I'm going to remake those with a solid glitter one. I have some like gold glitter ones. I think they're Chessex, but I have some gold glitter ones, and they're just really fun. Oh, but I think I can get it suspended better by doing these ones last. I did these ones by themselves, so I poured it all while it was still really liquidy. And if I pour it all when it is a little bit more gooey, so I'm going to do those last. Once it starts setting up a little bit, the glitter will hopefully stay suspended in the resin a little bit better instead of all sinking to the bottom. So that's my plan. We'll see how well that goes. And I have a single D20 mold as well because, I without thinking about it, let me show you the very first set that I made for this one, because that one got scrapped because they were unusable. The very first set that I made, without thinking about it, I filled up all of the cavities except for the middle one, and then put it in a pressure pot, and it created a seal, because I was not thinking about it, and it tried to condense all the air that was in the middle, and made a little spiky D20 ball of death. It's not even a full ball, but it's super spiky. It also deformed all of the other dice because it tried to pull towards the middle and deformed the... Yeah, more dangerous than a D4. It really is. This thing is like so sharp. Yeah, it's very sharp. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it though. It's kind of funny. It's definitely a "oh, that was stupid of me" moment, but it's amusing to me as well. Yeah, but the other ones, I don't know if you can see how not square that is. Who's texting me? How not square that is, but because it sucked in, it tried to fill in with the resin and the ones around it. But I also didn't like that design all that much, so it's fine. I like these colors much better. So the plan here is to, I'm going to try using, could I convince you to reconsider? I'm going to use slightly less glitter, just slightly, so, and I'm going to do that one last. But let me add some things. So I added some holographic glitter to the black. I don't have much in this container. This is, so quite honestly, this is leftover from soap supplies that I have. I have a shaker of this, of holographic, this is Eco holographic glitter, biodegradable, that I got for soap making. And so I have a salt shaker of it on the, so this is all soap making supplies back here. I have a salt shaker of it back there for like putting on top of soap, because it's all pretty and glittery. And so that's just kind of the empty container that I used for my space dice, which I don't think I have. I don't know if I have an example of, I don't think I have any of my space dice here. But I dust the mold with the holographic glitter and then pour all the colors in. So a little bit of that in the black. A little bit of fine blue glitter. And I found this kind of purpley pink color, which I liked. And I wasn't sure when I first added it, but just based on how it looks in the final dice here, I like it. So we're gonna add some more of that as well. Maybe not as much as the blue though. Oops, I think that's as much as the blue. I have so much glitter. I wonder if here, let me just a second. I got this glitter fairly recently because I want to make Molly Mock dice, if you know who that is. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we're good. I was worried I just dumped some into one of these molds. Oh, I did. Just a second. We're going to be doing some cleaning. Oh no, it's all over my fingers. Oh no! You want a glitter in your dice, right, Teacup Beta? I think we're good in the actual mold, but I spilled it. Oh wait, no. It's on the Astral Sea dice. Okay, I feel better because I feel like you brought this upon yourself. I'm gonna clean this off. Let me just use this. I just have some rubbing alcohol over here. And quite honestly, rubbing alcohol works great for getting stuff off of silicone. Like, everything wants to stick to silicone, but rubbing alcohol is good at getting it off. Although now I'm going to have to grab a different Q-tip for cleaning off my masters, because that's what I was using this for, and now it's covered in glitter. Alright, cool. That's cleaned off now. Well, that's good. If you end up with a single piece of purple glitter in your die, you'll know why. The one that got me is that same glitter. It had like you know when you like open up a bottle and it has like a seal on it? It had one of those like on the inside, and so I opened it up and glitter kind of got everywhere. And so I made myself a set of like metallics. It was like a copper and a gunmetal gray dice, and then I inked them in gold. And I made them as an example for the dice commissions. I think it's on the dice commissions sheet if you ever look at that. But there is a single piece of purple glitter that had found its way into that mold in those dice, and I'm like, no! Yeah, I don't think I want, I feel like that's a lot like sand. It's like when you get back from the beach and you just have sand everywhere and you're like, no thank you. I need to take a shower. No one touch me. I'm just kind of gritty. This one. I might add a little bit more blue to that. And then this is a purple. It looks white. Looks white, but if you look at, we'll grab one of these. Oh, it's a kind of shimmery purple with the dark background. It looks more white there, honestly, than it is. But with the dark background, it shimmers purple. I think that should be plenty. I'm not going to do as much as that. Okay, those are together. Oh, and then I'm going to add, this person didn't ask for glow in the dark, and this is the one that doesn't glow very well, but I'll know it's there. Oh, here, let me just think. I might actually have like a failure of my space dice. That was the thing, is they requested space dice, and I didn't want to just rehash my regular. Oh, here, I'll show you this one because my regular space dice. So here's an example of like my regular space dice. If it'll. In the middle section there is actually kind of a purplish shimmer. Come on. It never wants to focus on what I want it to focus on. I guess you can see the glitter well that way though. Yeah, this one was a failure because there was some other ink in the mold when I poured it because it hadn't set up properly. So there's weird teal specks on this one. I have a whole box of this is my box of either dice failures or dice from molds that I'm not going to sell from because they were like the cheap Wish ones. Yeah, I did release this kind recently that's like a beach. Let's see if I can go up here. Beach dice. Yeah, this is my box of old ones or ones that didn't turn out quite right, but I hold on to them because they leave me ideas for things to do later. Okay, yeah, this is the blue purple. It's pretty, doesn't really glow all that well. I'm just gonna add a little bit to this. I did on that last set, and it makes me happy knowing that it glows a little bit. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was one of the Shoreline ones. The Shoreline dice are the ones that I just added to the shop on Friday. Yesterday? Yeah, I just added those to the shop yesterday. Yes, one of the cats is trying. I have 4 cats, which is probably more than I should. That was not trying to break in. I can tell by the meows. They all have their own different meows. And the 4th one will just scratch at the door. She doesn't really meow much. A little more blue. Yeah, they're so unhappy when they can't be in the same room as me. So last night I had all 4 cats in my office. Oh, yeah, no shade, I get you there. Dice are expensive. They take a lot of work though. Alright. Okay, I think we've got everything set up where we need it. Got all those, got all. Oh, let me add this. I do plan on having the Shoreline dice stay in my shop for a while too, because those are fun to make. I could do space and water. But no, I plan on having the Shoreline dice in my shop for a while because I like making them. We'll see if anybody orders them, but I like making them. So if you okay, we're gonna add a bunch because my problem last time was that it was just not glowy enough. We're just gonna add a whole bunch of glow. There. I hope that's enough. Okay, cool, we've got that. So that's gonna be for that, black. Just wanna make sure I have everything in place so that I don't have to go running around. And I do like the colors in these. Like, even though these didn't necessarily turn out exactly how we wanted, I still like the sort of watercolor effect that they gave. It turned out pretty. Okay. I think everything's in place. Let me grab some protective equipment and we can do resin. Alrighty. I'm still thinking on ink colors for these too, because I feel like a light pink might be pretty. Kind of go with the purple. I don't know. White would be nice. I always seem to ink my dice with like neutral colors or metallics, so it might be fun to do a color. But there's options. We'll see. We'll see once they're done. All right. A good thing I ordered more resin. Let's see here. 369, so we're going to do 100 milliliters of resin. So 50 of part A and 50 of part B. Each set of dice takes about 30 milliliters. So, and I want a little extra, especially since one of them I'm doing part of an extra die. So we're going to do 100, because 369, extra 10, we should be good. Make sure there's nothing in here. I'm probably going to get quiet for a second while I watch this and don't get distracted, hopefully. Chat among yourselves. There's 40. I have my hand here so I can actually see the lines. Because if I don't have something behind it, they just kind of blend into the rest of the silicone. This little cup is made out of silicone. There we go. Oh, geez, wait a little bit. Gosh, it's so hard to see. I overfilled a little bit. That's fine. We'll go up a little bit more than 100. Okay. It's so viscous, it's really hard to get it exact, but it has to be exact. This one's a little bit more liquidy, so that's why I did second. It's easier for me to be exact with this one. Also, this is the hardener, I think, so. Sorry, I'm probably being very quiet at the moment. Just a second and I'll start chatting again. Okay. Alright. It's actually, let's see, how's the weather? It's starting to get chilly here. I actually have seasons, which is good and bad. I don't do well with extreme temperatures, and this is going to confuse you people who don't use Fahrenheit, but like temperatures here tend to range from at its highest like 110 degrees Fahrenheit and at its lowest like -18. That's the extremes. On most years it'll probably get up to about 105 and down to about 0. But I don't know. I kind of like
I like having seasons, but I overheat really easy and I get cold. So I don't know. I don't know if I would be happier. That very rarely. Not usually. Maybe minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. It drops below freezing. Freezing is 32. But no, maybe it was 18. Maybe not negative 18, but 18. Snow, cryptid weather, and we don't get a ton of snow here necessarily. We just it gets hot and it gets cold because it's a shrub steppe or something like that. It's like a desert, but we have sagebrush and tumbleweeds, but we also have seasons. Yeah, cryptid weather in California. I don't know. What is the... Yeah, it doesn't usually get that low. It usually gets down into like the 20s. I'd say it probably usually gets down to around 20 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just a bit below freezing. But I don't know. I always forget what temperatures it gets. I think I was wrong. I don't think it's minus 18. I think it's 18 degrees Fahrenheit. 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, that sounds nice. I'd be comfortable in 40 degrees Fahrenheit. That's sweater weather right there. No, that's jacket weather. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure I had it backwards, incredible. I think it gets down to 18, not minus 18. I don't know. I've definitely thought about moving before, not necessarily because of the weather, but also just because I enjoyed living in like Seattle. I liked the big city stuff, but cost of living is just crazy. So if I didn't have a reason to move there, I don't know why I would. If there was some sort of job, a specific job or something, but. I overheat so easy. I think part of it might be my meds. I'm not sure. I think that could be a side effect. But yeah, I don't know if I could live in a Mediterranean climate either. I like temperate weather. Like, I'd probably be pretty happy living along the coast somewhere where it doesn't change a lot. Temperate deciduous climates. What do you mean by temperate deciduous climates? Like deciduous trees? Or just like ones that don't change? I have no idea what a boreal climate is. Oh no, you all are so much smarter than I am. I think I hear a cat out there. Oh, okay. Temperate has different types. I mean, that makes sense that temperate has different kinds of climates. So, I mean, there's definitely... Oh, absolutely different knowledge. I feel like I know a little bit more about dice making. That's notes for world building. Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, I say that I live in a desert, but I think it's a shrub steppe, technically. I think I don't know if that's a type of desert or not, but we have tumbleweeds and sagebrush and stuff. But we also have seasons. It gets hot, it gets cold. And desert climate isn't just sand, it's like 4 things. Isn't like the Arctic or something considered a desert? Because it has to do with certain amounts of things living there or something like that? I don't remember. Alaska has an area that's a desert. Yeah, see, that wouldn't surprise me. there's probably lots of different kinds of deserts, I guess, technically. Alaska's beautiful. If you've ever been. If you haven't been, or if you have been, beautiful, beautiful area. Cold, but beautiful. Hot and dry desert, semi-arid desert, coastal desert, super hot and it's foggy because coast. Cold desert, which is like Greenland and okay, Antarctica, yeah. Oh, you lived in Kodiak for 5 years. Oh wow. Cool. I'm learning about all the biomes. How's this doing? It's getting there. It's still looking kind of cloudy to me, though. Desert basically means no trees. Ah. I mean, we have trees here, but in residential areas for the most part. Like, yeah, we don't really have... We don't have a lot of trees here. I mean, we have a lot of trees in, like... Yeah, we have a lot of shrubs. We have a lot of trees in where people live, but like in the actual, if you go out into the places where people don't live, it's a lot of sagebrush. It's a lot of flat, well, not flat, there's hills and stuff, but it's a lot of, yeah, exactly. We have trees that were brought in, like Tink said. They were planted, they weren't local necessarily. Yeah. Alright, I think this is getting pretty good. Okay, so let me think about this here. We don't need a lot of the black, probably only 5 or so. I think that's part of what I liked about being on the other side of the state, is it's so nice being around trees. Let me just make sure, is there any streaks? Nope, I think we're good. About 5 milliliters. We're going to need to do about 25 of the blue. Wait, just a second here. Let me see how much I have in here. Let's see about there. And another 5. I can't, just a second, I can't see where's my line? Huh, it's like it didn't go down at all. It's very hard for me to see. Oh, I think actually that's pretty close to exactly 25, but we're going to add a little bit more. We want a little bit of extra. So we're going for a slightly lighter blue than these ones, which is what we're remaking, because we want the glow to show up a little bit better and all that. We're just going to do these one at a time. So I'm going to use the same kind of blue, but probably just not add it as much. We'll do it one drop at a time and see how it looks. Deadly spiders and such. Oh man, I see something about animals in like Australia, and it always makes me so like, oh my gosh. I'm just glad we don't have their spiders and such. Alright, I think... Alright. Teacup beta! Look at the 6-eyed sand spider. I don't want to look at the 6-eyed sand spider. There's some spiders that are kind of cute. It's a desert spider. Yeah. Okay, teacup beta. You're gonna be, you get to help me figure out how dark we want it. It looks darker a little bit on the screen, at least my screen, than it is. Let me see if I can. Oh I do not see the spiders. That's my costume this year, is the six-eyed sand spider. Can't you tell? Okay. We're gonna have one more drop. It's pretty blue, but it's not navy. We're gonna have one more drop, and I think that's probably where we're gonna stick. I don't want to get as dark as I did last time. Yeah, I think this is probably gonna be it. Yeah. Man, I wish I didn't perceive spiders. Actually, you know, I wish spiders didn't perceive me. I know, actually I'm okay with them perceiving me, because usually they run away. I'm okay with, like, wolf spiders. They're just kind of cute. They're like little fluffy boys that hang out on my ceiling. And I think... Yeah, I think this is... Let's see if I can... Oh, yeah, see, it looks more... It's about there. If you look in this one of me, it's about that dark. It's not super dark. Two-toned wolf spider. Is it as like a pet incredible? Yeah, I know a lady that loves spiders as well. There's certain ones that I like. Like I said, the wolf spiders that just hang out on my ceiling and eat bugs. I'm like, yeah, you cool. You're just hanging out up there. The ones with the spindly legs always get me. Well, no one introduce it to our climate, please. But yeah, Teacup Beta, if you look at where I am, that's the blue. It's more true to color. In the little screen down below, or yeah, wolf spiders only attack if threatened. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think that's why I kind of know, like, I have some sort of knowledge that they aren't super aggressive, so I don't perceive them as a threat necessarily. Yeah. That's a good point. That was kind of why I was like, I think if I add too much more blue, it's gonna get super dark. Hey, oh, one more thing. Let's see how well this glows compared to the other thing. I want to make sure this glows more than the last set. So I'm gonna put this under here and a couple of the dice. I'm just gonna see how well it glows. Oh, yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's a lot better, actually. Yeah, okay. Just a second. I mean, we have regular scorpions in our climate. They glow under a black light. It's fun. Oh, yeah, we have actual scorpions. I want to see. You know. We want to add a drop, like a tiny bit more blue. I'm going to add part of a drop, not even a full drop. It's going to be just a little bit of blue. And I think that's probably going to be it. Oh, that didn't even do anything. So what are wind scorpions if they're not scorpions? Wait, Teacup Beta, aren't you the one that's studying bugs? Oh, wait, you're the one that's studying bugs. No wonder you like spiders. Oh, they're type of spider. Interesting. Alright, I think, I don't know. Do you think I should go any darker? Oh, right, I forgot the glitter. Thank you for the reminder. I'm glad you reminded me. What look am I throw? Where's the next one? I would have completely forgot that, so I'm glad you reminded me. We're just going to add a little bit so it doesn't get too oversaturated. Oh, there's a hair. And this is just a macro pearl glitter. Just make sure this doesn't lighten it up or anything. Should just add a little bit of shimmer. Make sure that gets mixed in. It ended up a little bit opaque almost, just from, not opaque, but like, there we go. Yeah, just a little bit of shimmer to it. Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of shimmer, which is nice. Just want to make sure it's all mixed in there evenly. Alright, I think that's good. Oh, just a second. One thing, it might get, I'm going to mute you for a second because it might get a little loud. I have to take my stuff out of the pressure pot, so I have my thing to put these on. It's very hard to forget glitter. I don't know how I did it. Just like. I made some new molds earlier today, so those are still a little squishy. Let me set these off to the side. I'll let this harden up a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, I want to be able to put this on here so that when it overflows a little bit, it's not going to make a huge mess. Alright, what did I miss in the chat? I got attacked by a spider when I muted. No, I had to pull these out of the pressure pot. Ooh, that little bit of shimmer is nice. I'll have to show you photos later. It looks good. I'm going to fill these up most of the way, but not the whole way. Hopefully I made enough. I always say that, and I always have like the perfect amount. I don't know why I keep saying, oh no, what if I don't have enough? I always have enough. I've gotten somehow good at estimating the exact amount I need. Yeah, actually that is like the exact amount I need. Might even be a little bit extra, which I will put into the mold. Just putting a little bit of extra into a crystal mold. Turn it into a keychain or something. There's hair. There's always hair. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, no, I feel bad. I'm distracting you from your bio homework, but also I don't feel too bad because that's definitely something I would do. So it's like I can't fault you for it. But yeah, don't feel like you have to respond, even if I talk to you. My attention span is short enough that I'm liable to forget that I asked you a question until you respond to it anyways. I'm definitely interested in what you have to say, but I'm still liable to forget about what I was talking about a moment ago. Oh, that'll be perfect, actually. I think that's just enough blue that if there's leftover black, it'll make a good keychain. Alright. That's pretty empty. I'll throw it over here. Oh no, don't fall over. Alright, gonna do some black. Where's a... Let's use this one. No, yeah. Hey, like I said, I am happy to be done with my bachelor's degree. It is very nice to be done. I take so very little of this pigment. This is an opaque black pigment that I have. Kind of a gel almost, where the other ones are more liquid. This one's kind of fun to watch because it goes so quick. So the idea here, oh, was I going to add a little bit of gold? Oh, here's an actual question for you though. Were you saying that were you thinking I should add some actual gold flakes to the black itself, Beta? Because I can do that. It might mix in with the blue a little bit. I don't know how well it'll show up, but it could also help prevent losing some of it when I have to do sanding. Yeah, I was glad you could make it. Consumed by the void. Yeah, I was happy you could make it. Verditures, is that how you pronounce it? Since you said you had work, so that's exciting. Okay, we're gonna add. That looks like a big piece, but I'm gonna break it up. Oh, Jen, cool. Alright, so I'm going to mix this vigorously. It's going to add bubbles, but it's also hopefully going to break up this gold leaf in here. You can't really see it too much at the moment, but the idea is that some of it might find its way to the surface, and some of it, when I mix it with the blue, might kind of show through a little bit. I just want to make sure that these are broken up into pieces. I can kind of see some of the little pieces in there, so I think we're good. I don't have a ton, but I don't really want a ton in there. I can see some little pieces. Alright, so we're going to dome these a little bit with the black. So I pour some, and then they didn't swirl enough last time, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be more vigorous with it, because I just didn't swirl it enough. Alright, there's the D12. Let's do D10. I was honestly, Jen ordered a couple sets of dice. I already finished the other set, which is clear with a purple swirl, very similar to this. When I went to go work on this order, I was like, oh crap, what did I do? It like flew from my mind. I'm like, wait, how did I do that last time? But I think I just need to be a little bit more rough with it almost. Swirl it enough that I can see some of the blue coming up to the top. Yeah, that little bit of shimmer is nice. I like that. I'm less worried with the D4. There's not a lot of space in the D4 for me to swirl, so it's... Oop, that was a larger chunk of gold. Oh well. Alright. Alright, and the D20, this one's going to be honestly harder to swirl because the opening's small and there's a lot of space there. I don't want to scratch these sides too much because I don't want to knock off like those butterfly glitters. Alright, there's the lid. So I add a little bit extra so that it's kind of domed on the top, and then I also add some to the lid. Because when I put it in the pressure pot, all of the bubbles in the resin will try to condense, so I need a little extra resin to fill up that space. And I put it on the lid so I don't end up with any big bubbles between the cap here and the actual mold. I don't want any like giant bubbles trapped in the numbers or anything. before I do that, I actually want to, that's not it, oh, here it is. I had a little black to this, so I want to make a keychain to match, because that's fun. And I don't really need a ton on the top lid here, just a little bit so that I don't have those air bubbles. I look forward to seeing how these come out. I am liking some of the design choices here. The only thing I'm worried about is the gold foil on the top here getting sanded off, because I feel like that might happen, but honestly that might make a kind of cool effect anyways, because it might make it look kind of, I think it'll get rid of some of the gold, which will, you were talking about not wanting a ton of gold anyways, so I think that might work out. Okay, I'm gonna make a crystal here. And swirl it all up. Let's see. Alright. There's that. I'm going to set this off to the side, let the bubbles rise to the surface, and then I'll pop those before I add the lid. Alright. I potion of dice and glitter. Alright, well we're moving on to yours now, Jen. So let's see how this goes. So I want about half of it to be, oh no, where did my container go? I'll use this one. So I want about, oh no, I don't need that. What am I thinking? I want half of it to be clear and half of it to have the, oh no. Half of it to have the blue and the purple. So since it's about 30, I want about 15 clear and 15 of the other. So I'm going to do a little bit more than that, but that would be what, 7.5? I don't think I even have a marking here for 7.5. I'm going to go a little bit more than 7.5, probably. Closer to 10. Doesn't look like a lot when it's in these cups. Oh yeah. Have a good night, Incredible. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to have you in the chat. Okay, now this 10. Okay. And then let's add some colors here. Oh, let me see if I still have the picture of your character. Just a second here. Do I have it here? Okay, let me find that. Oh no, where's the, go here. This one? Yes, okay. I saved it terribly, so it's very not, what's the word I'm looking for? I saved a really tiny image, so it's very pixelated, but this is her character. Her? Is that your, you used her, right? But that's the character that these last ones are based on. Ah, there we go. That's a little bit more glitter. It is ending up a little bit more opaque because of the it's not opaque, but it's a little opaque because of the glow in the dark powder. Oh, sorry about that. But this is their character. Alright. Oh, you're getting dice for your sorry to say. Matching character. That's really cool that you're getting dice for your players. That's really sweet. Yeah, there's a lot more glitter in there of the iridescent glitter in there this time, which is I'm happy about. It needed more. It needed more. Alright, here's the blue. Let's do the purple. I did, I think, like 2 drops of that purple and then 1 drop of the kind of rosy pink color. Oh, very nervous bounty hunter that's look presentable. It's like an idea my brother had for a D&D character that's a gentleman barbarian. And I think he was thinking of making the character like an elf or something. Just like, oh yes, I come from a long line of barbarians. Yeah, it is fun. There's a lot of fun characters out there. Make sure I get all that glow mixed in. Oh, should we see how well these glow before I pour them in? I think that's a good idea. I think I probably added plenty of the glow stuff. This tells me that I don't. This is right here. Oh yeah, I think those will glow just fine. Perfect. One glows a little bit more than the other, but I think that'll be okay because they'll be in layers, so it'll kind of look like it's supposed to. I think they'll mix together a little bit too. All right. I am. So Dice's gifts, I made my brother a set of dice. And we've kind of just agreed that we've already given each other our Christmas presents and we'll steal them back to wrap them. So I made him a set of dice and he bought me a fake sword, like a practice sword. So we're just like, we'll just wrap these later. What was the order? It was purple and then blue. Okay. So we're just gonna, I can't pipette it, so I'm just gonna, I have, swords are cool. Swords are just so cool. This is like a practice one. It's like kind of a plastic material almost. But I do have like a navy sword that I got at, where did I get it? I got it at like an antique store or something, which is just fun. I'm trying to divide this up so it doesn't get, there's not too much in each. I do want, I think, a little bit more purple in each than blue maybe, but I also don't want to get too much on the top because I want there to, yeah, this is a lot, this is a good amount of sparkle. I didn't have nearly enough last time. What was I thinking? That wasn't enough iridescent sparkle. Okay, just a second. Add a little bit more here. Alright, and we're going to add a little bit of the blue. I don't know why I made the same amount of the blue. I wasn't planning on adding as much of the blue as I was of the purple, because I feel like it's kind of fun if they're not quite even, the blue's just kind of on top a little bit. Ooh. It's so goopy because of all of the iridescent flakes in there. Alright. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more blue in this one, I think. The D12 and the D20 hold quite a bit more than the other dice. I guess they're rounder, so that kind of makes sense. Space goop. Oh, hey, I could probably remove the image of your character off the screen. Just a second. There we go. I feel like the Astral Sea is kind of fun because I feel like it's such a almost. I mean, I'm sure there's canonical descriptions of it, but I feel like it's such a nebulous thing that you could almost have it look however you wanted. Okay. So my problem last time was that I poured in the clear because I wasn't thinking about it and it displaced. This time, I'm going to use a pipette and layer it on top gently. Oh good, this is getting goopier. And I do mean that that's good because then I hope the glitter will stay suspended in the next set better. Yeah, that's a better layer. Ooh, just there's some blue up top. I don't want that. I don't want all that blue up top. Get out of the corner there. You're supposed to be on the bottom. Oh yeah, just the idea of the Astral Sea is, I don't know, it seems so pretty. And just, I guess to be fair, like, you could just call space the Astral Sea. I feel like there's so much kind of overlap between space and the ocean. Like, they're vast and they're unexplored, and there's just so much there that we don't know about, that it's fun to have something that has a little bit of overlap with it too. Okay, just a second. I'm going to put the lid on this one before I... Where did I put my... There it is. This is rubbing alcohol. I've mentioned this before, but most people use like a lighter or a heat gun to break the surface tension on their resin so that it bops all the bubbles. But I just use rubbing alcohol because I have it and it does the same thing. And it doesn't interfere with the resin setting, so that's good. Alright, set it on the top, just kind of shimmy it into place. Oh man, that is the best reason to include the Astral Sea. That's great. I think I need to speed this up a little bit. It's getting a little goopy. You know, D&D is one of those things where as long as everyone's having fun, who cares? I don't know. That's my opinion on D&D. Like, it's A-okay to have a run around and kill everything game as long as that's what the group wants to do. And hey, if you want to have a game that's built mostly on aesthetics, awesome. As long as that's what's working out for people, great. Also, I can't fault you for that. I definitely have a warlock character that I have been building that is based partially on just aesthetics. But I feel like if you're gonna play a warlock, you gotta make them aesthetic. That's like the whole vibe of warlocks, right? Alright. So here. Almost done. Yeah, that's definitely layered a lot better than it was. It Make sure there's enough resin on all these. So there's another cat hair. Sacrifice spellcerite. Yeah, that's yeah. I've never done a I've definitely played characters for D&D. I've never done like a huge like a heavy role-playing one. I guess maybe the group I'm playing with now would be kind of interested in that, but I guess it hasn't been established what exactly people want. But I think it'd be really fun to do a heavy role-play heavy game and pick spells that like match my character thematically. Alright. Mismatch of Orwellian steampunk cultists from the Wait, chaotic evil swan? What? The moon who is my spouse. Desert with hot lady dragon. You know, I feel like and I mean this in the best way possible. Oh, sun. Okay. I was, to be fair, I was very excited about the cultists for the chaotic evil swan, because that made perfect sense to me, because swans will kill you. Okay, last little bit here. Alright. Oh no, I just got resin on my sweater. That's not good. I don't want that. That's not good at all. This is why I'm wearing this sweater, to be fair. It's because it's my inside sweater that already has a hole in it. A cannon, neutral evil swan. Okay, that makes me feel better about the it being a sun cult and not a swan cult. As long as there's some sort of neutral evil swan out there. I know. It's mostly just droplets on the top, at least. I'm trying not to work it in too much, just kind of get it off the surface. No! That makes me sad. Okay, cool. Those are all poured. Oh, and let me do another. Let me do another one of these. Yeah, F for the sweater in the chat. Put this in here, like another keychain. Okay, there's the purple. I should really get like into DMing. But again, I don't know. The thing I enjoy most about D&D is the social aspect of it. So I know some people like it for the fighting, some people like it for the role playing and stuff. I like it for getting together with people over dinner and like chatting and having a game to play together. I like having game nights and that sort of thing. Alright. Blue and purple one. I have a little bit extra. Let's throw that in something. Some little crystal molds. Oh. Yeah, exactly. I like having other game nights too. I have friends that I have over for dinner on, well, I don't at the moment, but before the pandemic, I'd have over for dinner fairly often, and we would just play board games. And that was always fun. It's just, I like socializing. Alright, there's that. And we'll move on to, let me put the lid on this one. Some addictions. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. I still think it's really sweet that you're getting characters for your players. I grew up playing D&D. My family used to play it. Like my dad would run one shots for the whole family. I grew up playing 2nd edition. Come on, because he played D&D and it was perfectly a thing. I'm just gonna do that. And so that's where I learned about D&D, and we never really did a lot of heavy role playing or anything. So that was kind of the style that I was familiar with. And then I've always found, I'm glad that D&D is becoming a more popular thing recently, because it's fun. I've always been able to find D&D groups, just, you know, random people that are friends of friends and that sort of thing. I got into Critical Role fairly recently, which has made me realize, oh, role playing might be fun. That might actually be a fun thing to try out. So I've definitely been leaning that direction of going, it might be fun to actually try doing a roleplay heavy campaign. Well, we have the rest of this. And I really should listen to the Adventure Zone. That's one of the ones that I've been meaning to listen to, because I see like fan art of the characters and stuff, and the McElroy brothers are hilarious, but I just haven't yet. It's one of those that's on my to-do list of media to take in. But man, I tend to get caught up in one piece of media at a time and obsess over that, and then I'll find something else. So maybe I'll move on to that next. But my brain at the moment is filled with Critical Role and DuckTales, so. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You can DM whatever the heck you want, and as long as everybody at the table is having fun, including the DM, that's all that really matters when it comes to D&D. I've definitely played with groups where there was one person that expected the game to. That's why I have no problem with games being on rails too. If that's as long as everybody's on the same page. Like, because I've played, like I said, I grew up playing just like one-shot dungeons with my family. And those were always a little bit on the rails, because it's like, we kind of had we knew where we were going to go. So as long as everyone's having fun, that's the important part. That's what D&D's about. Alright, this one's going to be that clown college for D&D. But I guess I haven't really done. I haven't really done like any heavy role playing stuff before. But I've also grown up doing theater, so I guess I have. So it's pretty much the same thing, except that it's I guess I did improv too through high school. I was never very good at it. I feel like I'd be better at it now that I understand what they were trying to teach me in our high school improv group. Did not understand it at the time. But yes, I should listen to the Adventure Zone. Alright. Let's get that little bit of glitter that's in here mixed up to the top. I'm using this black instead of the black that I used in the other set because this is a little bit more translucent, and I want the little bit of holographic glitter that I put into this container to show through. Oh man, Jen. I mean, I've definitely heard D&D described as free therapy, but oh man. Where else am I gonna play a sexy non-binary tiefling, man? Like, that. Get all this mixed in, and this has some of that blue-purple glow-in-the-dark powder. Like I said, it doesn't really glow all that well, but I know it's in there. Wait, which is super cool? What's super cool, Beta? The glitter or the D&D session that was therapy? Free escapism. Yeah. It's fun. I like telling stories. Oh, the therapy, yeah. It's fun to tell stories, and it's fun to tell stories with friends. I want to do more telling stories. Oh man, I was so excited. So I worked a desk job for 5 years. I was working full time and going to school part time, so like one class at a time. And I did not have any time to go out and do community theater. And then I mentioned this earlier. I quit my job about a year ago and went back to school full time. I only had like 1 or 2 semesters left. It didn't fit in with my work schedule. What was I saying? Oh, and I finally finished school, and I was still in school. I graduated in May. I was like, sweet, finally I could go out for some community theater. And then there was a pandemic, so that was fun. It's like, no, just as I finally have time. It's been 5 years. But that is kind of how I ended up doing the voice acting class that I've been doing, which is fun. And now it's like, oh, I want to do like a podcast or something. That's like a narrative podcast. That sounds fun. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the knowledge that I have learned in that class, but at the very least I feel like it's made me a better actor. Which I guess is kind of the point. Alright. Shove that in there. Put this one here. Alright. Get like little resin crumbs from the last time I used this mold. Let's make sure those are out of there. Alright. I think we're good. Yeah, it's definitely thicker, which I think will work out. Just gonna add a drop in each. So I'm doing kind of a highly swirled sort of thing with these by adding just like a drop at a time of the different colors. I've done this before. I was making some, I can show you. Not in any that I've made to like sell or anything, but I was making a set for my mom at one point. And it makes the colors blend together a lot. It really is a pretty blue. I really like that one. It's the same blue that I used in yours. No wonder you like that blue. Let's see if I can. But there's so many different ways to swirl colors together. Hey, I'm glad that you like this blue. It's that's a good sign. But yeah, it's the exact same blue I put in yours. You know, I obviously like the dark blue as well, because I've noticed that like all of the dice sets that I keep making are like dark blue or in that color palette. That's part of the reason I made the Shoreline Dice to put in my shop, is because I'm like, I need something that's not just really dark, cool colors in my shop. I mean, I guess we'll just call it my signature style and go with that. It's fine, it's fine. I also don't know if I want to I added some little tiny stars that do sync, and I knew that they would. I don't know if I want to add those this time. I feel like they're almost too much. They don't quite match. I could have added them to the sides. That's okay. It is. Oh, what's it another? Oh no, that's fine. No, I like a good blue. It was my favorite color for a long time. I guess my favorite color is teal, which is kind of a blue. It's a little bit more green though. But I like lots of colors. I'm like a baby. I have no object permanence, and I like all the bright colors. We are all I don't know how you did it, but somehow that sounds vaguely threatening. It's like, yes, you will like the color blue. Or else. Let's try adding that with the Yeah, I'm gonna start adding this with the sticks, I think. Okay, that one's full. There's so much glitter. It's nice. A little bit of purple. Yep, it's definitely getting thicker, which, like I said, that's what I want. Makes it a little bit weird to work with, but I'm a purveyor of blue. Swords, glitters, angels, and a lesbian. Wait, blue lesbians? I'm confused. Oh, no. That's a list of things that you're a purveyor of. I understand now. Not blue lesbians. Okay. I read that as a purveyor of blue swords, glitters, angels, and lesbian and a lesbian. No, I figured you were just interested in blue lesbians, which was something I'm like, is this a new term that I have not heard of? Concrete and simple. Ah, excellent. A noble pursuit. Just combine, let's see, glittery blue angel lesbians with swords. There we go. We found your ideal aesthetic. Glittery blue angel lesbians with swords. I feel like you need to add that to your D&D campaign now. Although you did mention having the moon, which I feel like kind of falls into that. Not sure how, but it does. I feel like it's just inevitable at this point. Ah! Knock things over. Okay, these are almost full. Ooh, the moon's fae. That's cool. I like the fae. They're just cool. I see we're both purveyors of fine taste. I feel like it's inevitable that you guys become friends now too, because it sounds like you're in the same boat on your Turbo deity who just needs maybe 2 girlfriends. That's funny. That's great. Let's a little more blue. There's some more of those crunchy resin bits I was talking about. I don't want those. I don't think they'll show up, but alright. I think this might just be the perfect thickness because I can still work with it, but it's definitely goopy, and I think the glitter might stay in place, which is what I'm going for. Yeah, go ahead and send links in the chat. There really is a cool design for the moon. Like, that just seems so... it just seems like the moon. This. Okay. We'll use the last little bit of that in crystal mold as well. I would click on that, but I'm afraid I'm covered in resin at the moment. I will have to go look at that in a bit. I'm excited. I think these are all going to turn out well. Silver sad deity. Blue glowing tears. My couple trees. Aww. Is the moon sad because it doesn't have 2 girlfriends yet? So do you do a lot of the artwork of your characters, Teacup Beta, or do you have like a friend that does it, or do you do order commissions? I don't have sparkly black left. That's some more sparkly black. This is slightly off topic to the cool moon, but I think part of the reason I expect this to work with the glitter remaining more suspended is that I did crystal at the end of, oh crap, what am I doing? I need to put it in here. I'm not smart. Oh, you do all the art? Cool. I'm very impressed. Oh, that's so sweet. I like this. I like this for a bulb moon. They sound nice. You're gonna disrespect the moon on my watch? I don't think so. Oh boy, yeah, this is starting to set up. It's cool that you do all the art. Oh, yeah, designing the characters, get a little carried away. I might actually have a picture of my warlock that I want to play in my planner over here. I could show you. Okay, let me add some more black, and I think I might be good to go. Okay, let's see if is that full enough. I mean, as long as I have enough in there for a base, it could be a little low. Got a little more black. Wait, how tall did I make this last piece? Up to the top of the number. Yeah, we'll go mid of the number, that's fine. I'm definitely impressed with people who can draw really well. So it's really cool that you do all your art, because it looks really cool. At least the one that I've seen. I'll have to come back and look at this one later. I'm on a little bit of a time crunch with this resin. Oh, don't we all have a billion unfinished works in progress? Alright, I think that's enough in there. Oh good, I'm glad I had enough done for that. There's just so many things that I want to do, and I'll start one thing and then I won't finish it because there's just so many other things to do. Deal sales are fun. I'm always bad at remembering. I'm a big picture person. I'm always bad at remembering details. I say that, but I'm making dice, I suppose. There's some details here. I love when pieces of art have like so many. I love detailed pieces of art where there's always something new to look at. Like, I definitely understand there's some cool pieces of art that are sort of minimalist and they get the point across really quick, which is very useful. Uh-oh. But there's something about like a piece of artwork where there's always something new to find that I just find so fun. Okay. Alright, let me shove some of these in here. Alright, let's spray this down. I'm so sticky. Oh man, it's... Oh. No, I don't know. I'm not good at... I don't know if being I feel like it's almost harder for me to finish pieces because I'm a big picture person. Because I can come up with like the broad idea of something, but it's very hard for me to take all the pieces and put them together into a finished piece. Because I'm not good at the details and putting them all together in order. Yeah. I've definitely... I was about to say that I've definitely gotten better at not being a perfectionist, but also I'm remaking these for the third time because they didn't turn out exactly how I wanted. I just want the things that I make for people, especially if they're buying them, to be exactly how that person would want them. Okay, I think... What is that in there? Let's get that out of there. Like a seed just sitting there. Alright. Okay, this one, this one I actually have to push down so that the places will clip into place. Otherwise, they will be raised way too much. Okay. Alright. Just like in here. I'm gonna angle you so you can oh, just a second here. Helps if I have this so I can actually see what's going on. I'm gonna angle you so that you can see me putting these into the pressure pot. It's not particularly exciting, but then at least I won't have disappeared. Is there anything else here? I think that's everything. Oh wait, one last thing. Probably one of these. There's a little bit of extra black, and this one needs a little bit on the top, so I'm just going to throw this in there as well. Make that one a little bit taller. Oh man, this is at the end of its life. It's very viscous. Alright, I'm going to shove these in here so that they stay upright. Oh, that's kind of what happened with these dice to a certain extent. I'm technically, just a second, I'm technically supposed to ship those by like Monday, according to Etsy, because of how I set it up. But I spent so much time deliberating on what I wanted to do with those that, yeah, it's taken me a while to even start them. Just, if it makes you feel any better. But yeah, there's a certain amount of pressure that comes, like I started out making dice for friends of mine and people in my D&D groups, and family, and there's definitely less pressure when the person that you're giving something to is getting it for free, because it's like, if it has a scratch on it or something, they can't complain that they got it for free. But since these are, since I'm selling these, so people are paying for these, it's like, oh, they have to be perfect. I can't have any imperfections. My biggest, I don't know if you guys can hear me from over here, my biggest problem is the polishing part. I have so much trouble polishing them without getting micro scratches which is apparently an issue that a lot of handmade dice people have, is that it's very hard to polish dice in such a way that there's not like, they're shiny, but if you angle them a certain way, you can kind of see some very, very tiny, like, very tiny scratches. Just a second here, let me recognize this. Oh, wait, that's me. Tighten all the way. Alright. Anyways. I don't want to get back down to the workspace. I don't have much to do down here, but this looks like little bits of resin everywhere. I'm gonna scroll back up and find that piece of art that you mentioned, that you sent. I want to see it. Ooh, cool. That's a fun design. With the wings and the tail, and that's cool. I love that. That's a really cool design. That's a really cool character design. Alright, was there something I was going to show you guys at the end here? I don't remember. I feel like there was something I was going to show you guys. Oh wow. Horrible losing the middle goes burr. I don't do playlists a lot, but I always enjoy like kind of dressing thematically for the character that I'm playing. Oh, I was going to mention I am going to be trying out a new way to polish things soon, and I'm hopeful that it will make them better and cut down on my time, which will be exciting if it does. Yeah, was there something else I was going to show you guys? Many playlists for many characters. That's valid too. Of course. Yeah. Let me just check my to-do list. Make sure there wasn't something else. I think that was everything. Oh, I was going to show you pictures of. I have some like preliminary sketches for my warlock that I wanted to play. There's other stuff on this page too, but oh, just a second here. So that's him there. And he has super long hair. He wears in braids quite often. Yeah. Super long hair, like a rabbit skin sort of half cloak, and my idea is that he's kind of a warlock, but it's kind of like his family's patron. So like his mom's kind of a almost like a cleric of this eldritch being, and then it's kind of been passed down to him to a certain extent. My idea is he's been sent on some sort of quest by the family patron. So, but they almost treat it more as like a religion than or as it's grandma. We're going on a quest for grandma sort of thing. Anyways, I'm probably gonna head off too. It's been fun, but it has also been 3 hours. So, everybody have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I do stream every Wednesday night and Saturday night from 6 at usually from about 7 to 9 Pacific Standard Time. So same time, same place, Wednesdays and Saturdays. If you ever want to stop by and see more dice making, or I might try branching out, maybe do some painting or something. If you guys have ideas for streams, message me, let me know. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. It was good to talk with you. It was good to talk with you both. I look forward to seeing you guys later.